to another episode of Hard Factor, episode 719. Thanks for cheating on the news with us again. I'm Will. We got Mark and Wes today for this Friday, June 25th, 2021 episode. Fellas, how you feeling? I know. Well, Pat's off. He's him and Kate are.
He's conceiving another child at the beach.
Yeah, maybe round two, right?
Yeah.
They're back at the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
So
he couldn't do the show because he needed to focus all of his energy on that nut sack. Get the right sperms out. Yeah.
Speaking of nut sacks, there's a Florida Man Friday story, patreon.com/hardfactor, that deals with what is it, bag of worms?
Sack of worms.
It's the condition is like a vesicacales or something, or varicose. It's something with the vein.
It's gross.
It's gross. It's something with
varicose, something
with the veins in your dick. But the funny term is bag of worms because it makes your scrotum look like a bag of worms.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Are you happy to see me, or is that an actual bag of worms?
Yeah.
Is that a bag of worms in your beds?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not what you want to hear. Patreon.com/hardfactor. Get in on the full Florida Man Friday, all Florida stories. Very hilarious.
Check out my new shirt. My wife just came home with this and she was like, wait, change.
It's the United States of beer pong flag.
That's right.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty
Stripes
good.
or cups.
She knows me.
Balls and stars. Nice. Nice. Well, Mark, that would fit in at the Redneck Rave. Speaking of that, Dawn Justice commented on yesterday's YouTube show. She said, I worked the rave. The media sure blows shit up. What a party, though. Come on out in October. Next one. You won't be disappointed. BTW, the guys with the slit throat incident actually left together after partying the rest of the time. So,
of course, problem solved.
Yeah, we called that.
They're friends again.
Yeah. It's just a friendly throat slit.
Just a quick
slit.
slit.
It'd be all right. Don't forget tonight. Under Siege watch party tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. Netflix teleparty is what we're using. Get involved at patreon.com/hardfactor. Again, that's a Patreon only event, but it's for everybody. Way to hit the sub count, everybody. Way to hit that sub count.
Oh yeah, growing and growing.
I also have an update on hell yeah. I also have an update on the Subway tuna. So I went and got a 6-inch Subway tuna today, and then I had all 5 of my cats like taste test it, and they like tuna. They like real tuna, and none of them ate it.
So you think it is fake tuna?
Well, I mean, I have 5 cats that like tuna.
I mean, it was a pretty damning video.
What do you want me to say?
Subway doesn't want to see that video.
No, I wasn't like faking it in the video. They like 3 of them like human food. They all like bread. And they all like 4 of the 5 like tuna, and they didn't want a fucking thing to do with that sub.
Bad news.
And when I got the sub, like I was like, "Can I get a 6-inch tuna on white?" And they're like, "Do you want it toast?" I was like, "No." They're like, "Do you want anything on it?" I was like, "No." They're like, "You don't want anything on it?" And I was just like, "Look, it's like for a gag. Man. It's for a gag." They're like, "This is for a gag, isn't it?" I was like, "It's for a gag."
I wonder if they're getting gagged a lot.
Oh,
well, yeah. Adam, right? Shout out Adam. He
shout out Adam. He won a
he
shirt.
did the deed. Yeah,
he threw it in the trash.
Right. I love how at the end you can hear somebody being like, "Oh man."
Yeah. Yeah. Subway knows. They're all getting pranked. It's tuna challenge.
Tuna challenge. Hashtag tuna challenge. Last bit of housekeeping before we get going. Remember, download the Green Room app by Spotify. That's going to replace stereo for us eventually. So we'll be doing live shows where we'll be all live hosting, and you can get in there and comment and whatever. So it's basically going to replace those stereo shows for us. Green Room app by Spotify. Download it. We'll be announcing more as we get going.
Starting after we get back from break, right? I'm assuming
we might do one show before,
1 or 2 before.
Then
but
we'll go on break.
We're basically after we get back from 4th of July.
It's on.
Then it's going to be definitely on a
regular cadence. Last piece of housekeeping. Congratulations to Greg Riley, who won the fatathon. He lost like 54 pounds. A lot of guys lost a lot of weight in the fatathon. It was like well over 300 pounds combined. Congratulations to the people that did well in the fatathon. We will be posting like a graphic, and the top 3 people will get merchandise for free. And good job.
I believe Eric and McLeod were 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, Greg Riley, champion.
It's a lot of weight.
The king.
Like going from like, like we talked about this on the Patreon a little bit, but going from like a 290 to a 250 to 240 is a big difference.
Well, yeah, it's like triple X to single X and looking good in a single X. Like you're feeling damn good,
Yeah.
So
you're making hashtag Fat Boy Summer feel even better.
You're tying your shoelaces again. You're doing big things.
Someone's seeing their dick again, maybe. Yeah.
That'd be nice. Every time I put on a shoe now, I feel my ribs just like
that would be nice.
You know, like they crash with my stomach.
He can hold your breath. He could probably get in and out of a car without causing a scene.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good
for
you. I've just become a human thumb. But at least some of the listeners are losing weight, and that's good.
I got a life hack. Will just get super tan, shaves off like 30 pounds.
Skinnier.
Yeah, it's just bullshit.
Gives you like some shadows in your little definition. Yeah,
it's a great life hack.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great life hack. All right, any other life hacks? Other things?
No, let's do the news.
Let's do the news. Daily Buzz is up first. Today's observances is June 25th. That also means it's Bourdain Day. RIP. Color TV Day. Day of the Seafarer. That's pretty specific. Drive your Corvette to work day, also extremely specific. Global Beatles Day, International Roses Day, Leon Day, Mitch Lane Day, National Catfish Day, National Eat at a Food Truck Day, National Food Truck Day, National Strawberry Parfait Day, School Prayer Band Anniversary. Okay, so just people celebrating banning of prayers in school. Take your dog to work day, and World Vitiglio Day.
What's Vitiglio Day?
I don't know. That's June 25th is horrible. That's a box of tarantulas right there. That's one of the worst sets we've read in a while.
Food Truck Day is good. Food Truck Day is good.
Food Truck Day,
but they did it twice.
Yeah. It's almost worse because they have conflicting food truck days.
Vitiligo is a condition in which the pigment is lost from areas of skin, causing whitish patches, often with
those guys.
Yeah, a lot of people have it. Good awareness, but what I'm saying is that overall, that set of days was thin.
No, not great.
Yeah. I mean, when you have a list that's that long, you think you're going to have some real winners in there.
One of the weakest so far.
When you have that many names. Today in history, June 25th, just not great overall. In 1876, Custer made his last stand at the Battle of Little Bighorn.
That's a pretty big one.
It's a big one. I don't know much about it. I think Custer loved to dress nicely.
Custer's last stand.
Yeah. I don't know you hear about
it. Is that South Dakota?
Something like that. Somewhere in the middle of the country. 1947, The Diary of Anne Frank was first published. That's a depressing book. And in 1950,
things aren't going well still.
Right. It's important literature, but depressing nonetheless. And in 1950, the Korean War began. Oh, and in 2009, the king of pop, Michael Jackson, died. So June 25th, historically, not so hot.
Jeez.
And
it goes along with the day. It's just a shitty day.
Yeah, and you'll hear more in the Buzz number 1. Really not a great, June 25th. Here we go. It's a top 5 today in the Daily Buzz. Number 5.
Montana, not South Dakota.
Montana. Okay.
Very close.
Very was a good guess.
Door, right?
Yeah.
Very close. Number 5 in the Daily Buzz. Microsoft unveiled the new Windows 11. Still won't make your PC as good as even the shittiest Mac, but it's a new look for most of the computers out there. So nice. Windows 11. Number 4, Scottie Pippen went off online about, or in an interview or something, about how bad Ben Simmons is at shooting. And of course, that was just a viral topic because a guy tweeted out the transcript of it, and then everybody wanted to talk about how fucking horrible Ben Simmons is. That's just like the thing. People who like basketball like to talk shit about Ben Simmons right now.
What did he do to people besides not playing well? Was he an asshole, or
he just can't shoot?
Well, Ben Simmons was
so high,
the number 1 overall pick, and he's their point guard, and he was averaging like 5 points a game in very important playoff series. Like he was like the 13th best player in the series, and he should have been like the first or second best player in the series.
Yeah, he's just so bad at shooting, like
severely underperformed.
He can only lay up the ball and pass.
It's like if Michael Jordan, comparatively scored like 12 points a game in a series and they lost. Not great.
Mm-hmm. He didn't have any good. This is his first season, so he didn't have a good season.
No, it's like his 4th season.
Oh, okay.
And the Sixers should have wiped the floor with the Hawks.
Yeah, But speaking of the Hawks, Trae Young, the polar opposite of young point guards for Ben Simmons. He scores a shitload of points.
Yeah.
And he helped the Hawks lift themselves over the Bucks, game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. So Hawks Suns should be a pretty fun final to watch. Either way, though, the Suns are looking very strong to win Mark's future. So
and they don't even have Chris Paul. Wait till he gets back. Good God, Suns are gonna smash the Hawks.
That's a good point. Chris Paul's been out. Also, Rick Carlisle left the Mavs, turns out to go back to the Pacers. So that's what that head coaching move was all about when he left the Mavs. Also in the NHL playoffs, Knights and Canadiens tied 1-1 as we start the podcast.
Didn't Scottie
Pippen force a game 7? The Knights are.
His wife in some bit. Well, why is he running his mouth if he's got that wife out there doing?
Well,
stuff
they were separated. What do you mean doing stuff like that? What do you mean doing stuff like that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What
dating other people?
What's she doing exactly?
Running his mouth with that lady out there.
He's kind of an open. He's like an open book out there. You know.
You're just a Pippen hater.
I'm not a Pippen hater. I'm just saying.
Ben Simmons is that
he's got a glass house out there.
Instagram model wife running around with other men. Wes, he doesn't
I mean, Ben Simmons could clap back.
That is how bad he is.
Turn the page. Ben Simmons has sex with your wife. Yeah, I'm
probably could.
Pretty sure they were broken up, but yeah, she's allowed to date other people. Wes,
I know she's allowed to date other people. I just thought she was. I know it's a touchy subject probably for Scottie.
You just know what you would say to Scottie.
Yes,
if he talked shit to you. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Ben Simmons is. Seems like
I'd be keeping my mouth shut if I was Scottie.
He's like a professional NBA commentator. He can't comment on anyone because his wife's
not with an ex-wife like that.
Okay.
He's got to watch out.
Fair
it's
enough.
A strong point, Wes.
Yeah.
Strong point. Bringing Scottie back down to earth. All right. Number 3, Creepy Joe trended on Twitter after he did a bunch of whispering at an infrastructure press conference. I can't really describe it, so I'm just going to play the video for you guys.
$1.9 trillion relief so far.
Oh my
We're
God.
going to be getting checks in the mail that are consequential. I wrote the bill on the environment. Pay them more. This is an employees bargaining chip now. What's happening?
Oh no.
Look at him leaning down.
Oh my God.
They need to get him to stop doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he just trends every day. Yesterday it's the F-15s. Now it's the whispering into the. I mean, it was supposed to be a positive like press conference because he got some like basic agreement to start, working the infrastructure bill through Congress, and so it's supposed to be like this. Like
we should put together an ASMR page for Joe. Yeah, you could fall asleep to Joe Biden whispering.
What is he doing up there? Instead, he's just creepily like whispering into the mic about God knows what.
Jack.
Yeah. I'm the best president ever. Actually, if you didn't know, did you not know? Like, what is he fucking doing? He
Double chocolate ice cream. Yeah. I'm here for the ice cream.
He's having an interesting week, that old Joe.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He's mixing it up at least. At least he's doing press conferences. People complained he didn't do them. Now he's doing them.
I like the whispering. I hope it continues.
Me too. It's the only thing he's got going for him now.
Yeah, the whispering could be his calling card.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing it a lot. Remember, he did it. He did it before. He's like 4 months, 100 days.
I need some time.
Give me a break. Yeah, this is not his first whisper. He's gonna keep
it up.
You can't help it. It's
Creepy Joe gonna keep it up. Number 2, keeping it in politics. Rudy Giuliani trended for getting his law license suspended by New York State for telling numerous lies about the 2020 election.
Just now,
right? I was. That's my only note on this story. Is I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner.
What?
Took 6.5 months.
Way to go, whoever's in charge of that.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit about that.
Right?
Yeah, he's been. They're like, oh, nothing. There's no proof for his lies about the election yet. Like that was true 6.5 months ago. What took you so long? I guess the law moves at its own pace. And finally, number 1, sadly, this is what I was mentioning, June 25th, maybe not the greatest day all the time. Number 1 trend is Miami building collapse. 12-story building collapsed in Surfside, Florida in the early AM hours of Thursday morning, June 24th. As of the time of taping, it's left 99 people missing. And there's a picture of the collapse, fellas. That's from the side view. We also have one from the overhead. And there's also,
that
if you look
terrible.
It's absolutely horrible. Huge like building complex, and the majority of it fell down, like a multiple building situation. They're all like right next to each other. There's also you can watch a security camera of the entire collapse. I'm not going to play it. But it was a condo. It's full of people. So they've
sleeping people.
Sleeping people.
It was the middle of the night, right?
Yeah. Horrible, absolute nightmare. The rescue crews have accounted for at least 102 of the building residents so far. But as I said, 99 people missing as of the time of taping. So, there was
sad.
One confirmed dead at the time of taping, 11 more confirmed injured. But with 99 missing, hopefully there's good news by the time you're hearing this and things are looking better. But, certainly
you don't want to hypothesize negatively, but the video was very scary. It did not look good.
Yeah, and that building crashed to the ground.
It looked like a demolition. It looked like it was a complete demolition of the building. What the hell happened? Do we know what the fuck happened?
Well, there's reports of people saying that they had heard creaking in the building beforehand. I mean, it looks like it's just an older building, structural, collapsed. Hopefully no foul play, obviously, because that's fucking horrible if that were to be the case. But
if it was foul play, they need to find the culprits immediately, because that's a sick fucking bastard.
No, hopefully not. I mean, people were saying that they had been hearing creaks in the building, and I think it was just a horrible coincidence. And
thoughts and prayers. That's tough.
We're rooting for the rescue crews, and I'm sure that by the time you hear this, it's probably, because it's fast developing story, probably a little bit of a different story than what you just heard. But thoughts and prayers definitely out to everybody in Miami, Surfside, Florida.
Yeah, terrible.
That was June 25th. Does suck.
Yeah, not the greatest. And that's the buzz. Beware, June 25th sometimes. And today's buzz was brought to you by True Niagen. I used to need coffee to get me through the day. Not so much anymore. I love True Niagen. True Niagen fuels the body's energy engines. It's just one pill a day. Maintains cellular metabolism. It even supports heart health. I have more energy and don't need those extra cups of coffee since I started taking it. Definitely cut down on the coffee. With 11 published human clinical studies and backed by Nobel Prize winners, True Niagen is a supplement that's clinically proven to boost NAD levels, an essential coenzyme required for cellular energy and repair. Since taking True Niagen, I have more resiliency. My muscles recover after the few workouts that I do much faster than they would normally. Yeah, exactly. I really needed that bounce back time. I just have more zest for life, more vitality. Add it to your life today with True Niagen. Right now, new customers can save 10% on their first purchase by going to trueniagen.com/factor and then use promo code factor. That's TRUNIAGEN.com/factor, code factor to save 10% on your first purchase. TrueNiagen.com/factor, code factor. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
All right. A little bit of a coincidence, but I've got a very dark one. I didn't know we were going to be doing the whole June 25th sucks thing.
I'm telling you, look at it. All right. What is it about 6:25?
I'm going to end it on a positive note with the voicemails. Okay.
Good.
So
this one
bear
sucks.
with us.
Yeah.
Bear with us.
It's not our fault. We don't write the history of the world.
And it's Friday. Okay. Mm-hmm. So bear with us.
Yeah.
We're gonna get through this.
Yeah, and I've been laying off these. I've been laying off these a while, but I guess just the energy of June 25th. Just
you felt it.
I felt it. Took me over.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to pass up something when you come across something this dark. So here goes. I want you guys to meet 25-year-old Joel Arsenieja Sands. Looks pretty sane, right? Bubba's gonna pull up his picture. I'll do it here. I got it, Bubba. There he is.
Whoa.
I ran out of patience.
No, he does not look very sane.
He doesn't look very sane.
He looks like he's still figuring out what the camera is that they're taking the picture of him with.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, what is that thing?
Let me ask you another question. Does he look like a soccer fan? And that's not a trick question because he's Hispanic. I'm just.
It looks like he's wearing like a rain poncho type thing, like a
Yeah, that's like a court provided thing.
Right.
That he's in. Whatever.
I think he's in a psych ward, a psych ward outfit because what he did.
His mind's in a different.
Yeah, he's got the
galaxy.
spitting prevention thing going on. Like they just took the spitting mask off of him to take that picture.
Don't even bother asking him a question.
Does he look like a soccer fan though?
I get yes, Wes.
Yeah,
he looks like he'd get mad if his team lost. That's for sure.
Yeah,
you want us to say yes, so yes.
He's a huge soccer fan, in fact. So big, in fact, that he will kick anything around like a soccer ball, including the severed head of a man he just murdered at a public park.
There it is.
There it is. Because that's what Joel did on Father's Day after he murdered 51-year-old James Garcia at a Las Cruces park in New Mexico.
Oh, no.
Witnesses say
That's a tough sight.
It's a tough sight. Witnesses say he dragged the bloody and savage body into the street and began kicking around James's head like a soccer ball.
Ooh, yeah. Wow. Those kids, the kids that saw that are not going to want to go back to the park.
Nobody is.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing to see.
Yeah.
You might want to just get out of New Mexico in general after seeing that.
You need some help after that. You need some help after seeing that. That is a strong memory.
Didn't the Aztecs used to like actually play soccer?
I'm looking that. I'm looking that up. It's the Aztecs. Yeah, I'm looking it up. I'm trying to find that. I'm trying to find the name of it. The portal to the ball court was a portal to.
They used to play like hacky sack with human heads.
Portal to the Mayan underworld. What the fuck was the name of the game?
Well, he could have some.
Is like the underworld. Yeah,
Aztec blood in him.
Yeah, maybe he just was, reincarnated and he remembers that ancient game.
Sacrifice. Aztec sacrifice.
Mesomerian ball.
Mesomerian ball.
Jesus. Anyway, when police found this guy, he was covered in the blood of his victim and admitted to the murder, but he told police that Garcia had robbed him a few days before and also had raped his wife a few years before. Though police found no evidence.
Really after him.
Oh, yeah, the police found no evidence that was true. This guy's just completely insane. It sounds like what is true is that this monster was on trial in 2017 for the shooting of Benjamin Montoya, but was released because the key witness was found to own a gun of the same caliber as the murder weapon. But the victim's victim's sister, Crystal Montoya, knew Joel would strike again, telling the news, "I prayed he wouldn't do it again and ruin someone else's family. I just was very angry because they let a monster out. I don't want this guy to be released again and do something stupid."
No.
Yeah.
He's like in the street. The cops are like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just playing some mesothelioma ball."
Yeah.
Is that a head? Yeah.
The Aztecs used to do it.
Yeah.
What's the big deal?
Yeah.
Also, right now it's a game of one. If anyone else wants to participate, it's just me out here kicking the head around.
You want in?
Yeah. Anyone else? Shirts and skins or anybody? Okay.
Yeah. No, it's fucked up, man. So I guess his last victim's sister knew he was going to do this again. So yeah, mental health is a big problem out there. We got people kicking around heads in the streets. It's not great. But luckily he is officially off the streets for good this time.
This time, let's keep him off.
This time he's going to be kept off the streets. But yeah, so that's the dark.
That's a major June 25th story.
That is a June 25th special. Imagine the cops rolling up on that. Like, what are you?
Yeah, the cops need
what are you
help
thinking?
too,
like, and then the guy's not even worried about you. He's just like, I'm just kicking his head around.
Everyone needs therapy that saw that scene.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, yeah, it's terrible. Okay, let's move on. That was brought to you by Manscaped. No pun intended. Look, lockdown is ending, which means you got to get out and see people again, which means you're going to need to keep your nose clean, and someone may want to play with your balls at some point. That's why you need to go to manscaped.com and pick up the Lawnmower 4.0 ball trimmer and Weed Whacker nose and ear trimmer to be prepared. The Lawnmower 4.0 is the only ball and hair trimmer that can stand up to any undercarriage, light, wireless charging, travel lock, more adjustable guard lengths, waterproof, skin safe, ceramic blade, and a longer lasting battery. It is the ultimate man tool. The Weed Whacker, the nose and ear trimmer, is also an absolute essential. You need to keep those chambers clear if you're going to be close enough to kiss someone, and that's just science. They also have other
all in the Performance Package 4.0. Wes, did you know that?
I did know that. It's amazing. This is Will's ad from yesterday. They also have other amazing products like cologne and several varieties of ball freshening products. 20% off plus free shipping with code HARDFACTOR at Manscaped. Look, if you're gonna get one of these things, you need to do this, this is absolutely the one to get. No shit, it's a fantastic product. That's 20%.
that package is like,
it's amazing.
The trimmer might last probably will last more than a year, but like that package with the smells and the nose hair trimmer and then the ball trimmer and then all the ball deodorants, it's like a year of grooming your nether region to perfection in
nice
that one
bag,
package.
underwear.
It's a great year for your nether region.
It's a beautiful kit, like a bachelor party kit. To give that as a bachelor party gift.
Do you think your balls and banus are worth
like a wedding gift?
It's like $110 with our discount for the year.
Manscaped has totally revolutionized the male grooming game.
Yeah,
completely.
Yeah. So 20% off. 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code HARDFACTOR. Don't forget that you came for your dad's balls this year. Show your original home some love with Manscaped. It is a great product, and please use our promo code when you do buy it because it helps us. A couple more one more business thing.
Escape the shrubs and weeds this summer and shine.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah. One more thing, another good product. After years of fine print contracts and getting ripped off by big wireless providers, if we've learned anything, it's that there's always a catch. So when we first heard that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless
service, it on me. What's the catch?
There's no catch. That's the thing. There's absolutely no catch. Unbelievable. Yeah. I can't believe it myself. It's just $15 a month. I thought, what's the catch? Again, no catch. After speaking with them and using their service, it all made sense. You can go on their website. You can check their coverage map. It's all over the place. There's no catch. Mint Mobile's secret sauce is they are the first company to sell wireless service online only. So you don't have to go to the retail store. You don't have to fucking take a number at the store. You don't have to deal with any, overhead of the cost they're passing down to you from these guys working in this store that takes an hour or 2 hours to deal with. No mystery fees. Instead, Mint just passes on sweet savings direct to you. Switching to Mint is going to save you a ton. I mean, what are you paying in wireless service right now? $140 a month. A lot. It's going to say, this is like a nice dinner out every single month if you switch to Mint Mobile. It's a fantastic.
Easy four-figure save in the year.
Yeah, absolutely. Switching to Mint is going to save you a ton, and the service is great. So just extra savings. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. All plans come with unlimited talk and text, high-speed data, and delivered on the nation's largest 5G network, 5G. Use your own phone. Keep your number, all your existing contacts. All you got to do is just one little simple switch, and you're set up. If you're not 100% satisfied, they got you covered with a 7-day money-back guarantee. So go to mintmobile.com and use code HARDFACTOR. Mintmobile.com/HARDFACTOR. That's mintmobile.com/HARDFACTOR. $15 a month. Guaranteed. You're gonna love it.
Service.
Well done, Wes.
Yeah, thank you. Nice. Wes, you minted a new phrase. It's so good. It's premius. It's not even premium. It's premius.
Premius.
That's like Optimus.
Next level.
Yeah, premius.
Premius is better than premium.
It's better. An S comes after an M in the alphabet.
Premius.
That's better. It means better.
It's a premius coverage right there.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that. I'm going to start using that. Okay. International TikTok International Moment time. Right? That's how we say it. TikTok International Moment.
Wow, yes. We're going to have to call Pat.
I know. Where is he? What is he?
Should we call him?
No. First, let's go to Sheffield, UK, and South Yorkshire County, where a neighborly dispute over some loud birds has made two neighbors Instagram stars, but not for a good reason. The Mysteries and the Lees have long been neighbors in the quaint neighborhood in Sheffield, and according to the Mysteries, quote, "We have never had any issues with them before this. We got on fine. Our children would play with their grandchildren when they were younger. We always got on." And got on means get along in UK English, by the way.
Right.
Not had sex. It's
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. But that has all turned to shit now after some birds nested in the 25-year-old fir tree that split their property line. Here's that tree, what it looked like before. But the birds were so loud and so noisy and just shitting on the Lee's driveway that they just couldn't take it anymore. The Mystery said, "We pleaded and pleaded with them not to do it, but their mind was made up. The tree was coming down, and what they did is they cut it in half."
Well, technically,
the top part in half. Yeah.
They cut their side of the tree completely off
within their rights.
Their rights. Here's a video of it. Hang on. Fuck me.
So now are all the other birds on the other side?
No, the birds are gone.
The birds, they fucked up the nest now.
Yeah, they fucked up the nest.
The birds could stay on the other side, I guess, but now that they got like half the branches gone,
that tree looks so ugly.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Well,
Pretty funny.
There's a couple of these types of trees, and that is one of those like really thick branch ones where bird's nest just gets unruly inside and it just gets too loud. So I mean, I can understand chopping it off.
But now it's become a tourist attraction where onlookers say, "Hey, look at that funny tree," and hey, there's where the Lees live. Those angry people who cut it down. So
I mean, if you look at that tree, you got to assume the people in that house are angry.
Yeah, I mean, look at that thing, just half gone. It's hilarious. So
right. I mean, it's a good icebreaker for either house, but you're definitely more comfortable going to the house that has the tree. You're like, oh,
right.
What did they do to you?
Right.
And
if you had to choose a house to go knock on the door, it's probably the house with the tree.
The mysteries, yeah.
But at the same time, then you hear the story and you're like, well, I mean, you were just going to let the birds shit all over their porch?
Yeah, I mean, don't plant a tree right on the property line, you know?
Yeah.
That's the moral of the story.
Owen's a real winner in this one.
Okay, let me help you out, Wes. I want to jump in on the TikTok too.
Okay, cool.
Sure. Okay, all right. So let's head over to Tokyo, home of the 2020, 2021, whatever the fuck, the Summer Olympics, right? The Olympic athletes are notorious for banging once they get to the Olympics. It's like they train all year just to go to a foreign country and fuck the best athletes in the world. I think that's the goal for most of them, not meddling, but middling. I'm talking about shoving their middles in other people's middles, just middling.
If you're going there as a lady, you're coming away with an athletic baby. You got to think that, right? Because if you're going to get knocked up, might as well do it at the Olympics where the genes are going to be excellent.
Could you imagine if Scottie Pippen's wife got her hands get to the Olympics? We don't want to, and that's we don't want to go. And it's usually encouraged at the Olympics, right? Or at least enabled by the Olympic Committee, who provides tons of condoms, like how Tokyo is providing 160,000 condoms for free, right, to the athletes. Yeah. There it is, the Olympics and condoms. It's beautiful. But wait. Not so fast. This year, the Olympic Committee is demanding social distancing amongst the athletes in the Olympic Village. So they will be handing out the 160,000 condoms, but asking athletes to not use them in Tokyo, but to take them home to bang non-Olympic athletes.
Right.
Sure. So that's going to work. Okay. Yeah. It's their "Don't Fuck Here" campaign.
Pretty sure if you're an Olympic athlete, you're pretty safe from the effects of COVID. Yeah. And you're not going to get the chance to go back and fuck all these Olympians.
A lot of them are saying, you know what? I don't need the condoms.
Right. Mm-hmm. Just going to raw dog it.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I'm good.
These are going to be the worst Olympics. They should just call the whole fucking thing off. This is going to be the worst Olympics ever. Well, they should. They should just call it off. Wait one more year so they don't have to do all this stupid bullshit.
Because next year they have the other Olympics.
The Winter Olympics, yeah. They have to do it this year.
And they have the World Cup next year. There's too much going on next year. They need to get it done now, but there definitely are people that are chirping in Japan saying we don't want it here because we don't want the COVID outbreak. So there's a contingency that's asking for it to get canceled, and until it starts, which I think is July 23rd ish, around then in the mid to late July, until they have the opening ceremonies, I'm skeptical of it happening.
Really, what do you think odds are right now?
I don't know. I'd put it 50-50 at this point. I love the Olympics. I'm going to watch the shit out of them. I hope it goes off, but I'm not.
Me too.
I'm not putting my emotions on it happening until it happens.
But if I'm an athlete and I worked my ass off you're right. Part of the Olympics is to be able to bang each other.
That is a big part.
I'm saying let's hold off so I can have the full Olympic experience, not this Japan Olympic experience that they're trying to sell us on.
Yeah, but are you going to qualify next year? There's like a lot of these people have. They might not get a second chance, you know.
Wes.
Plus, we do have Laurel to look forward to. So.
Right. I mean, Laurel's going to be devastated if we don't. Laurel Hubbard.
Wes, that's true. Wes, add a thief in the night aspect to you banging, and that's even more enjoyable for the athletes. Like you got to sneak in and out. That's great. That's great fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a teenager again.
Yeah. Well,
you could, Wes.
I forgot about Laurel.
Theoretically, in your mind, Wes, you could still have a lot of sex at this Olympics. So you can.
Oh, for sure.
You could. Don't worry about that when you watch it. If that's the big thing, like this,
it is. It is. I want to know that
there aren't enough officials to stop all the banging. Yeah. Because remember, they had the cardboard box beds too, and they're like, "Are they going to be able to support thrusting from two adults?" Right. I don't think so.
Two athletic adults.
Yeah. Well, then maybe they'll take it outside the village. You know.
They should. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm back on. Let's do it. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. One more TikTok. Let's go to South Africa now, where you guys may have heard of this woman. She gave birth to a record-setting 10 babies at once. Here she is.
Oh no.
Yeah.
10.
Gasiame Thamara Sitole. She's already a mom of 6-year-old twins and thought she was only going to be an octomom. But turns out she says she had a couple extra babies in that belly. And it was reported she gave birth by cesarean section at the Pretoria Hospital. So making her, it's the world record, 10 babies. Okay.
There are alligators that give birth to less eggs.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a dog litter. That's
It is. It's like a litter. It's very
It's like
crazy.
a big dog litter.
Right. Yeah. Oh, it's a big. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Most dog litters are like 4, 6. I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, turns out she was full of shit. It all started to unravel when her husband told people to stop donating money to this woman because even he had not seen these 10 fucking kids a week after the supposed birth. Telling the paper he made several attempts to visit his girlfriend, I guess not a husband, but she has failed to disclose her whereabouts and the condition of her babies. Yeah. And now it's been found out not only did she not have 10 babies, the bitch wasn't even pregnant at all.
She had 0 babies.
Zero babies.
So that picture's fake.
It's fake. It's
fake. She's just Photoshop.
She shoved like a pillow in there.
Yeah. She's doing.
That looks like a big
hoax.
balloon. Yeah.
It was a hoax. The whole thing. From the New York Post, the Gauteng provincial government said Wednesday that it had conducted a thorough check with all the hospitals in the area to establish the veracity of this woman's claims and that she had given birth to decuplets. None of the hospitals in the province, public and private, had any records of such birth at their facilities, and the government said, and when they finally did get in touch with this woman whose own husband could not contact her, she was taken in for a 72-hour psychiatric evaluation.
She was asking for money too. Yeah.
Yeah. She was getting money. She was absolutely getting money.
She got greedy. She should have stuck with the 8 or gone like 7, 10.
10.
She was going to get
world
caught
record was done.
That was
she
dumb.
wasn't even pregnant. So yeah, they instructed the state attorney to institute legal action against the paper that broke the story, the Pretoria News. And then it's the government was trying to cover up the medical negligence.
Guys,
but I don't know.
This is why we didn't cover it, because we sniffed it out.
Hate to break it to you, June 25th, catfishing day. So
yeah. She was doing that.
She catfished the world.
This is like what she did is like when you get a fake ID and you're like, I'm 27. It's like, no, you're just go for like 22.
Right. Yeah.
She went way too high.
Yep, she did. It's like when you cheat on a test, you get everything right. You got to miss.
Yeah, you got 103%.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you're averaging 56.
You're averaging
you just
75.
all of a sudden, yeah. Had a good day.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was to knock that studying out of the park.
Yeah. So big hoax.
Interesting. Thank you for updating us on that. All right, guys. By now, I assume everyone listening knows what bird dogs are. You have to, right? I'd show you, but I'm wearing them. Bird dogs are the most comfortable shorts in the world. Shorts with a built-in silky soft inner liner that makes underwear obsolete. Forget about the undies. You can start calling them nundies. Don't need them. Bird Dogs stole Lululemon's designer, and now they're just doing it better. If you're not wearing Bird Dogs this summer, then what the fuck are you doing? Look at this outfit with the Bird Dogs. Who do you think's having fun?
You.
This guy with the 2 thumbs.
Great time.
Yeah, every dude needs a pair of Bird Dogs. Did Bird Dogs do it again, or did Bird Dogs do it again? Go to birddogs.com. They did it. Go to birddogs.com and a promo code FACTOR, and they'll throw in a free Bird Dogs whistle ball that you can throw a country mile. You'll remember those. You remember those Nerf Vortex Howler footballs that whistle when you throw them? Yeah, that's it. But Bird Dogs threw their logo on it so that you know it's a Bird Dogs ball. Genius. That's birddogs.com, promo code FACTOR, and boom, a free Bird Dogs whistle ball with your pair of Bird Dogs. You will not take these things off, I promise. And at this point, it is time for voicemails and reviews to wrap up the week. We're going to go with the 5-star reviews. We made it. Remember, if you leave us a 5-star review, we will read it verbatim as long as it's not hate speech or anything silly like that. And the reason we do this each week is because the more reviews and 5-star reviews we get, the more Apple Podcast promotes us. Basically, we're almost at 4,000 5-star reviews, and we really want to cross that milestone. So please take 2 minutes right now and leave a 5-star review for us on Apple Podcast, either on your computer or on your phone. If you've done this before, you don't need to do it again from your same computer or phone. It's not going to count. You have to do it from a different device, different Apple login. So if you've done it before, you're good. And thank you. Maybe grab your friends or your spouses or your relatives and do it on their phone or computer to help us out. Yeah, here we go. Let's start it off. First, again, we only read the 5-star reviews, except for at this time, I'm going to read one that I believe was meant to be a 5-star review and was fat fingered. You guys decide for yourself.
We'll see.
William from Charlotte, North Carolina, 1 star. And then his title is "Great Show!" !
Screams of fat fingering.
Yeah. He then says, "Just leaving a review because Pat asked me to. Happy to support the boys. Love the show. Thanks, guys. P.S. I'm 18, but I've been listening since 16." So he's been listening for 2 years. What the fuck?
Wow.
Fat fingered. Was wondering how old you guys think your youngest and oldest listeners are. So, William, thank you, but you fucked our average up. You got to hit the 5 stars, not the 1 star.
Go back and fix that to a 5.
Fix that. Yeah.
Either that or he's yeah.
No, he left his full name and where he's from. He
fat fingered it. I've done it before. It's easy to do. Got to make sure you hit the 5, not the. Anyways, so what do you think our oldest and youngest? There's the one guy who keeps giving us shit on Instagram that's like 65. That Danny guy, he's old, motherfucker. He's old.
Well, I think there's a few.
He was 16. Yeah. My parents listen. There.
I'd say people in the we probably up in the 70s. Is the upper range.
Yeah.
And then lowest,
15?
I would say if you're in the lower range for sure, William.
Yeah.
15 to 16. But hey,
all are welcome.
There was that one guy that sent us a video of his 3-year-old that was watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's
right. He just likes to look at us. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the guy that thinks 3-year-olds can masturbate. That's Eric. So Remember that? Right? Yeah. No, that was a commenter from that first grade masturbation story. He's like, what? 3-year-olds are masturbating.
Yeah.
No, they're not. And don't let your 3-year-old listen too much to the show. That's not good. But all right.
Learn those curse words early. Nice.
Moving along to the real 5-star reviews. Bob Loblaw 21, and this is a long one. And again, we don't read duplicates, but this one was just so good for the first time that I'm going to read it. So it's a repost from the AO show, a review story and question. This is just a repost. I don't think I can do more than 1 5-star review. You are correct, Bob. Pat, you are my favorite, not up against the half pack with Wes persona. All of you are really great. So he added like this to the top, and now this is his repost. Hey guys, I have been a big fan of the show for about 1.5 years now. Love the chemistry between you all. You are different in your own ways, and I see a little bit of your personalities inside of me. Mark being a walking IMDb, Will and the aliens and at the bottom of the ocean, Wes's struggles and the emotional intelligence he showed when he came back, and the Beaver Fever Pat, who I actually aspire to be. Don't have much in common with that guy other than the strong sideburns. On a long road trip from Chicago to Tennessee with my siblings, I introduced them to your podcast while I drove the 8 hours. It was a new episode I played, and at the end, you guys played the very first voicemail I left you. We all screamed at the same time in the car. It instantly gained 3 new listeners. I always recommend your show to all my friends. I was seriously so surprised. Question. Today's, you guys, we won't get into the question because it's an old show. So thank you, Bob from the AO show.
Thanks, Bob.
Spread the word.
Nice,
spread the word, everybody.
That's very important. Spread the word.
Spread the word. That's how, you have to. It's like grassroots podcast deal.
We will fail if you don't spread the word.
We don't have a marketing budget. Next up, Brian, 5 stars. What a treat. Love the show. I don't even watch regular news anymore. Just listen to these guys. They have some great interviews too. Looking forward to some new ones. And I'm laughing my butt off every morning on my way to work. It makes the start of my day great. I know this is a good one. And I love being part of the Discord community. #send in the car. Yes. Great group of people on there. I learn a ton from them. If you're not a member, you're missing out. What a treat indeed.
What a
great review.
What a treat.
What a treat. I was actually telling my parents this because they're addicted to cable news. And I was like, and they hadn't seen some of the clips that we'd been playing on this show. I'm like, how do you not see them? And it's because cable, they get like this dumbed down version of news on everything. And it's like, well, you should just check out because we'll cover stuff, like we will cover things more comprehensively. Typically, I know we fuck around and we get a lot of facts wrong, but like we're not scared.
75-80% right.
We're not scared to cover anything.
No,
which all the news networks are, and they will purposely avoid certain things.
We cover a shitload of stories between the Daily Buzz and the TikTok, and then the extra stories. We're covering like 15 news stories a day
compared to those ballless hacks at the network news. We definitely
just a cool
wider array of stories.
Cool 60+ stories a week. All right, next one. Chuck 65, 5 stars. I did it for Tiz, 5 out of 5. Hell yeah. Did it for Tiz. Next one, Blue Demon 1216, 5 stars. Best place for news and laughs. The guys are great. Pat's a commie, but the beef is cool. Yeah. And then next one's
2 different people.
Beeve and Pat. I mean, it's just his attitude's a little bit more swaggy when he's the Beeve. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, he's a little soapboxy sometimes when he's Pat, so I can feel it. Next, 5 stars. Steelers 5174, 11 out of 10. Me likey. I like you that review. Next one, 5 stars. Jeremiah Smoker. I think this is the last one.
There's a couple more.
No, a couple more. Okay. He says ed.f. I don't know if I'm getting punked there. I don't know what that means, but I don't understand it, so I'm probably getting punked there. All right. All around, great podcast. Really hope it takes off soon because I selfishly want to keep listening to this every day. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Jeremiah Smoker. Next one, Swaggy, 5 stars. Good. It's good. Good call. Next one is a bunch of letters on the keyboard smashed together. It says 5 stars. New fan, big fan. My new binge podcast. You guys are hilarious. Looking forward to many more episodes in the future.
Nice.
So thank you. Those were good reviews.
Yeah, thanks, everybody.
William, you fat fingered it.
Yeah, fix that, William. Come on, man. Look, making Williams look bad out there.
All right. But thanks for listening since you were 16. Okay, now it's time for voicemails.
That's true. You're actually making Williams look great as a Hardo Hive member at that.
That shows emotional intelligence.
Showing a lot of foresight
to listen at that age. All right, now it's on. I think we have 14 voicemails this week, so let's play them. Let's do it.
Hey guys, I just listened to the San Francisco deal. You guys are way off. Wes is right on. The penalty for anything is terrible, and they also don't penalize anybody. They don't prosecute anybody for anything. The prosecution, so they'll arrest people, but the prosecution is actually non-existent for anything. So these people are committing crimes with no penalty whatsoever. They know this, so they do it, and they know they're not going to get penalized or prosecuted. So it infuriated me when y'all were talking about this. And you guys need to get your shit together. Wes knows his shit.
There you
hey,
go.
that guy. Hey, that
What
guy.
a great voicemail.
Hey, let me ask that guy. Let me ask that guy who didn't name himself. I don't think. A question. Why is it
Bourbon Bob?
Yeah. Oh, Bourbon Bob. Why would you get a security guard in San Francisco then, Bourbon Bob? Why the fuck would you get somebody to sit there and watch people?
We have to go over this again.
Now, what I would like to say is that we didn't know your stupid state, stupid rules. We don't know all the fucking rules in all the states. West didn't either. So he didn't. No, he didn't. He took a shot in the dark. He didn't know about the proposition. Who gives a fuck in California? So we were going off of it.
Yeah, I did.
We all agree. We all agree that. We all agree that law sucks. We all agree that law sucks. Okay.
But this guy, look, Californians defending your
that security guard is a bitch. That security guard's a bitch.
You created a situation.
No, he's definitely not a bitch because he knows nothing was going to come of it anyway. So why risk it?
He's a bitch.
No, you guys are missing the whole fucking point. You're idiots
that
again.
guy is the security guard.
You're morons again.
That's the security guard.
Listen to
what a pussy that guy is. All right, let's play the next one. Wes is going to be still feeling good after this one.
Good morning, boys. Okay, Wes is going to love this one because I have a little bit of validation for him on his McDonald's order. Ooh. So I'm going to go ahead and call myself the expert of this. I work at Martin Brower, the company that distributes all the food for McDonald's in North America. There are 3 types of beef. There is quarter-pound beef, which is a higher grade. There is reg beef, which is what's used in everything else, which is the lowest quality meat. And then there's Angus beef, which is the highest quality beef, obviously. But technically, if Wes puts Big Mac sauce on his order, he is getting a higher quality beef, which is basically a Big Mac anyways. So you're welcome, Wes. Start bragging, buddy. Have a great fucking day, boys.
There you go. I put the 2 S's back to back on the.
My man. So there you have it. I'm ordering the high quality beef. I'm going to try that. That sounds delicious.
Well, why don't you make it a Big Mac and get the extra bread and like the extra make it like
they don't have the right size bread to go between those patties. I don't think.
I bet if you asked for it, you could get.
They'd have to give you a bottom bun half.
I might have to go inside to get it done.
Yeah,
but I'd
like to see that. I'd like to see a quarter pounder Big Mac with the sauce and like the extra bread and like.
I'll just tell them take a Big Mac middle bun, put it between those two for me, and put a little Big Mac sauce, and we're gonna be friends.
That would be.
Have you ever heard about the crazy laws in California about how you can just steal anything?
Yeah, we don't care. We don't care, that guy.
You guys are idiots.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't know every law in your state, weirdo. All right, next one. Fucking weirdo.
Hey, be nice. My boy.
Fellas. I'm calling here. I've been a listener forever, but I'm a bureaucrat with U.S. Fish and Wildlife, and I work down here in South Texas. Shout out. But we got Juneteenth, the emergency June 18th holiday off.
Nice.
Huh. Well, you want to talk about bureaucrats feeling, it felt like Christmas, like not Christmas, but like a snow day. And yeah, makes a bureaucrat's day. We don't live great lives, but have a great day, fellas. Any other times where, you know, normal before you guys started this podcast, like normal days where it's like, oh yeah, this feels like a snow day, or this feels like, you know, when you actually were excited about stuff when you're a kid. I don't know. I'm rambling at this point. Have a great fucking day, fellas.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Only Pat knows about snow day feelings these days. Guys always off. Guys always off. That was, see, that's the whole vibe. That's why. What's wrong with Charlie Kirk? Like, what?
I didn't understand a word that guy said.
He's saying because he was drunk. He was celebrating his day off. He said it felt like a snow day.
He's on Juneteenth.
He was so happy to have a day off work.
Okay.
It was a great holiday selection because of the cause. It was a great time of the year because there's no like. He's just proving that it's awesome to have a new federal national holiday and day off. So
also,
Charlie Kirk's got a stick up his ass.
He's in the wrong part of the country to be a bureaucrat that enjoys like down in South Texas. You're probably just like the shit flows downhill. If you're up in Capitol Hill, then you can like make people's lives a misery and stuff like that. If you're a bureaucrat, you have a lot more little power to exercise. I feel like so maybe some bureaucrats have a little bit of an easier go at it, but it sounds like he's like working on the border or something.
The moral of the story is Juneteenth kicks ass.
Yes, for sure.
Great selection of new holiday. Next one, please. Bubba, you're doing great.
Hey guys, it's me, Reg, out here in Utah. You know, it's been a while since I've talked to you. I wanted to give you an update. You know, we're out here, we're living, we're grinding, man. COVID country's over. My neighbor came out of his house. We're feuding again. You know, true garbage. That's what we do.
Nice.
But, you know, just to keep it heavy. I miss you guys. Miss you guys, man.
Miss you too,
even
man.
though I listen every day and I watch every day. I miss you. But, you know, seriously, no question, nothing like that. Just have a great day. A great fucking day.
Oh, man.
That was so nice. He had no question. Bubba, can you play the next one?
Miss you too, Reagan.
No question from Reagan. Just wanted to say he loves us. Bubba, next one, please.
Miss you too. Also, the Canadians scored a goal while Reagan was missing us, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah, just wanted to say he missed us.
Very sweet. Very sweet. Thank you,
Hey,
Reagan.
guys,
Miss you.
me again. Holy shit. I'll tell you what, when the wife walks in on you and you're wiggle dicking it, woo! Awkward. Anyways, like I said, I'm feuding with the neighbors, so what I'd like to hear is any good feud with neighbor stories that you guys got. I know, you know, you got some good college ones or something. Lay it on me, boys. Have a great fucking day.
Neighbor feud.
So he did have a question, but the wiggle dick joke was hilarious.
Yeah.
With the feud
I like that he's feuding.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we've all feuded with neighbors, right?
A little bit.
Will and I certainly did.
Yeah, there was the one guy, the shotgun guy in Austin,
that got off on the wrong foot when he threatened to kill us the first time.
Yeah, he's just a dick.
Yeah. So we just cranked the volume up and partied in his face all the time.
Right. And then he just would complain constantly. That was the feud there. All my feuds have been over weed, just because people are like, stop smoking inside. And then I'm like, fuck you. And then that never works out with random roommates. That's happened a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had the people that next door that they were running like a meth house, I believe. So I would just call the cop. I would just call the cops on them.
Wes had the neighborhood commune where he'd go to the fence and be like, "We should call the cops on them," right?
Yeah. No, me and the guy one house down were in cahoots, and we were calling the cops. I had my car broken into. I had somebody walk into my house, just like barge through the door because they thought it was the meth house. I hated those people, and I called the cops on them every chance I got.
There's another one that
Damn.
you guys are forgetting that we're all involved in.
Oh, Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Yeah.
Not Benjamin.
The guy, well, he
Benjamin,
lived
yeah.
downstairs. He was technically in the same home. It's true. I was mentioning
That's a
roommate
feud.
grudges, but yeah, that's a feud. We tried to make nice with him, but then it turned out he was really into anime porn, and we spent a whole night just like drinking and kind of making fun of him to his face. And I think he realized afterwards
He was like 30 and we were like 21 and he was staying. And he
we were mocking him.
We're lucky to be alive.
And then he let that dog die. His dog.
Yeah. And then that was I made things awkward too.
That was bad.
Right. When you discover somebody's dead dog for him
that he would never let in the house.
Yeah. And your neighbor. That's weird.
It was his mom's dog. He let his mom's dog die. She was not living. All right. Yeah. Bentham was the worst. If you're listening, Bentham, fuck you. Next one.
What up, guys? Calling from California. So I was listening to, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday right now, but I was listening to Thursday. I'm listening to Thursday's show on my way to work right now. And you guys should play the McAfee episode for the best of week. Like that, since he didn't kill himself and everything.
100%. That's a good.
I think whenever you guys do the best of week, you guys should play the McAfee interview in that. But love you guys and have a great fucking day. Let's hit.
Cool. That's a good
Colin,
idea.
Great idea. We're gonna do it.
Colin Phillips is just full of good ideas.
Yeah, it's 100% going to happen. We're definitely playing the full John McAfee interview.
We got a few coming for you.
Yeah, we're gonna have a full week of programming, and that's gonna be one of the 5 days while we're on vacation. So great call. I think someone else after Colin left that voicemail, maybe left that comment on like our Instagram post or something like that, or Twitter. So a couple great minds, thinking out there in the hive. Good job.
And everybody wants to hear from RIP the legend, John McAfee.
That's right.
Yeah, that was just a great interview.
Yeah,
might even have a shirt coming out, right?
What do you think is our top interview? It's either
probably
probably that, right?
Probably that.
Probably
Grady Judd's up there.
Yuri's up there.
Yuri's up there. Grady Judd's up there
for sure. But as far as just pure insanity, it's got to be.
I mean, we were smoking weed with him, and he had a bubbler full. He was in an undisclosed location, and then he was taking off like AR-15s off the wall,
AK-47s,
and then Pat, even cool. And then Pat was like asking if he ate shit, and his wife was losing. Like they were like, "Oh, what the fuck did you say?"
That was funny. Yeah.
Well, you'll hear it. You'll hear it when we're on vacation. If you haven't heard it yet, stay tuned.
Yeah, definitely worth the listen.
Next one, please, Bubba.
What's up, boys? Quick question for you. I was big fan of the show, first time caller. I was just wondering. I had a little situation go through my head where each president has been entered into a Royal Rumble matchup in a WWE Royal Rumble. Each president enters the Royal Rumble in the order that they were present. George Washington first, all the way down to Joe Biden is the last entrant of the Royal Rumble. Who wins and why? Me personally, I'm going to go with Ulysses S. Grant. I think he enters late enough and is just an absolute behemoth of a man and would be able to fight through and finish out. What do you guys think? Have a good fucking day.
All right. Well, so he answered. I did have a question before we got into this, but he answered it for me. Is this person in their prime or not?
Yeah, obviously, I would say so.
Ulysses, so that means definitely in the prime. I would say though that Ulysses may have got unseated by a Republican that came in the ring just before him, Abraham Lincoln, who was an expert wrestler. So I don't know if Ulysses, to me, also he has to contend with Theodore Roosevelt, who comes in the ring after him. So do you guys have any picks off the top of your head?
Yeah. Go ahead, Wes.
I think Franklin Roosevelt would be the last one in the chair.
You couldn't get him over.
Exactly.
But he'd have to get someone over. I think he'd get to the final two, but I don't know if he'd be able to eliminate someone. It might be a stalemate.
If Biden got in there at the end, yeah.
So yeah, I got a couple. I would like to say that. I mean, Gerald Ford, obviously, what is he, an NFL player or something? Like he was a big, strong guy.
I think for Gerald Ford, if you're going,
he comes in pretty late in the Royal Rumble. So I mean, he's going to be fresh. I would say Gerald Ford would be the odds-on favorite, hands down. But I would like to say George Washington at the number 1 spot in the
Wow, you
WWE
think
Royal
you beat 'em
Rumble.
all out?
In the WWE Royal Rumble, Shawn Michaels, number 1 spot, won it. I think Ric Flair's won it at number 2. It's not impossible to win a Rumble from the number 1 spot. George Washington, he was a general.
I do like
very
that.
Strategic.
I that's a very American pick. That's a
well.
very
Look at the shirt
American
I'm wearing. Okay.
I like that. I also like to think that if you're going to go with one of the later ones, I do think on paper, Gerald Ford, obviously the favorite.
Easily
if you were
wins.
going to bet this,
No way.
Gerald
FDR,
Ford
you can't get him over the ropes, and then they
Gerald
get
Ford would
monster.
bench press him. Gerald
Easily.
Ford would pick
Throw
him
him
up
out of the
and
ring.
throw him out of the ring.
You know how heavy those old wheelchairs are.
Gerald Ford is a beast.
They're like they're
He
1,000
played
pounds.
center for Michigan.
He'd remove him from the chair, Wes.
No,
he's a big boy.
Grip it tight.
He'd grip it tight.
He'd be putting those cigarettes out, those long cigarettes out in people's faces.
You're gripping on for dear life.
Awesome.
I think also that George H.W. Bush in his prime would, because he was
an athlete,
very decorated soldier in his prime. I think because he comes in very late. But I'm going to go with the guy I mentioned earlier, Teddy Roosevelt. Just pure determination. This is a man that just hated to lose. And I think that and he's also willing to play very dirty. So I think that
there's some competitors for sure in this
combination of size and willingness to just grab you by the testicles. I'm going with Teddy Roosevelt.
And out of the very recent ones, in terms of athleticism, Obama's got a decent chance.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
because he's fast.
He's
skinny.
Yeah, he's got no lifting power. That's the problem with Obama is that he's going to be able to avoid getting thrown out of the ring.
Yeah.
But he's going to have
to the final
eliminating others. Right.
Carter's done within 5 seconds of getting in there.
Oh yeah,
Carter.
Carter's the guy who died in the bathtub. He's done pretty quick too. Was it?
Yeah, like Hoover, Garfield. Those guys are just Coolidge. They're just out. Woodrow Wilson, get out of here. What do you Taft?
Andrew Jackson.
Just rolls Taft out of the
drunkenly
ring.
fall over. All right, good question. Next one, please, Bubba.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's the AO show out of Chicago. Just wishing you all well. I don't really forgot what I was going to call about.
These are back to back.
You guys have so much fucking content now that I'm a patron. It's too much to listen to. It's all good. It's all fucking hilarious. I'm going back and re-listening to the ones I missed. I don't know. I fucking love you guys. Hey, it's the AO show. I remember what I was going to say. It's a two-part question. What is the most recent time you shit your pants? And what is the most memorable story of you shitting your pants? I'm just curious because after that power hour of the bagel dogs, dog!
Wes, can you hand me what's that on your desk? Can you hand that to me?
Oh, you got something?
You left it. No,
you hand it to Mark.
Do you have the True Niagen? Do you have the True Niagen or something you can hand me?
Yeah, look, you got it. Here it is.
Oh, it turned into a bow.
Bonus dog. Bonus dog.
Bonus dog.
Pulling out the bonus dog. I love it. They're the voicemails. So sharding. I'm a probably once a year to every other year kind of guy. And
that's it, huh?
How many a year do you rock? How many shards?
A shard? Well, at least 2. I would say. Yeah.
You gotta remember, Wes is older. He doesn't have control of those bowels as much as younger men.
I'd say ever since senior year of high
fingers
school,
up his ass.
One a year for me on average.
1 a year.
Yeah, I'd say but the most memorable is always just whenever you have to throw your pants away.
So I've only had to do that once, and that was when I visited you freshman year at LSU. We got so hammered. I had to get rid of a pair of undies.
Yeah. So it's always at a party. So Mark's is at LSU. I think mine's probably just in a random house in Virginia somewhere was probably the last time, or Texas probably more likely.
And that's the bonus dog you don't want to see is the
you don't
have soiled undies.
See Hard Factor Will's underwear just rolled up in your trash can because you know what happened.
Yeah.
What about you, Wes? You got a good one?
No, I mean there was that like Pat said, there was that month where I was on that Lexapro. And it was a full month of just shitting my pants pretty much every day.
That's pretty horrible medication.
Every time there's no fart that I could get out without shitting my pants.
Do they warn you? Does the doctor?
They tell you that might happen, and it might happen.
Hold on, I gotta stop you before you leave.
Yeah, it definitely happens.
It's good odds.
Gonna want to hear this one. And then we've all had experiences with like not us shitting your pants. Like in elementary school, this one kid shit his pants, and he drug diarrhea from the cafeteria back to the classroom, like plop, 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 left a trail, like Hansel and Gretel, but with diarrhea plops. And he had to leave the school. He couldn't show us. He just went to another school after that.
Yeah, there was a kid.
That was it for him.
Shit his pants wrestling, and I think his name was Doo-Doo for the rest of like his nickname was like.
Yeah, but he was one of our like friends. Like he got over it. He handled it well, right?
He left the wrestling team though.
Well, but he stayed around.
Yes, he still hung around, but he didn't want to go back to the scene of the crime too often.
No, you got to leave that team.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because what if it happens again?
Yeah, well, you strain a lot in wrestling. So if you got,
could you imagine someone on Lexapro wrestling?
Oh, they couldn't do it.
That would be horrible.
But it might be an advantage though.
That could
be
like a new event, like mud wrestling. Two guys on Lexapro going at it.
Very unsanitary.
Oh my god. Yeah, they're just like emotions are flowing and they're just shitting everywhere. Yeah. Oh
that'd be a scene.
Well, you guys know about the one in high school with Norris, my buddy. Well, I had people over for the night. Like we were drinking in my basement. My basement's very dark, and I went upstairs. After the night was over, to go into my bed, and there's like three guys down there, and they leave, and then my mom wakes me up, and she's like, I am absolutely disgusted. And I'm like, what's going on? And she goes, someone shit in the basement. And I'm like, no way, you're kidding me, right? And I opened the basement
down there.
No, we had a back room that had like a sink that was next to the laundry, so
no
you could
bathroom.
pee. No shitter. You could pee. We always peed in the sink, but you could not. There was no shitter, and it was very dark. So if you were hammered, I don't know why I'm making excuses for this sick fuck. But if it was a very dark basement, so the lights were out, it was pitch black.
So what does that mean?
It means he was so drunk.
If you shit on the basement floor and there's no toilet, like a drain, it doesn't really matter if it's dark or not. At some point, there's still shit on the floor.
This motherfucker knew what he had done, and he like rolled around in my goddamn sleeping bag, and he left, and he tried to blame it on someone else, and it finally came out. I had to clean it up, and it finally came out who it was, and I, did my best to ruin his time, and make sure everyone knew who it was, but he didn't care because he's just a sick fuck. And he's actually hilarious, dude. But yeah, that was my most memorable. Cleaning up my friend's shit that he on my basement floor.
He diarrhea'd you.
No, he didn't diarrhea. It wasn't even diarrhea. That's the worst part. It was like it was just a solid, like
he smeared everywhere.
He just smeared.
I just ate the hot dog. This is gross. I'm getting a little queasy.
That's disgusting. I had a friend. I have not shit, but he peed. He opened up one of my closet drawer or like desk drawers and thought it was the urine, like the bathroom. And he just pissed all over.
That'll happen.
Shit. I've done that. Yeah.
Everyone's done that. All right, next one, Bubba. There's still a few more. I think we got like 3 or 4 more.
Yo, what up, Hard Factor boys? This is Black Ops from New York. Just calling again. Listen, I know in the past you had a caller who had an idea for the Hardo Hive, coming up with the sound of the bees. I'm not trying to step on any toes or anything, but my uncle's a beekeeper, and I have a recording of his bees. If that's something you want to use, let me know. I'd be really happy to give it to you.
Competition.
I love everything you guys do. Listen to everything you guys do. Just get at me. Let me know if you want to use it. You guys are more than welcome to. I can send it to you. But let me know.
Nice.
And have a great fucking day.
That's Josh. That's Black Ops, a member of the second place trivia team on my team.
Yes.
Thank you, Black Ops. I'd say send it. So that's big ounces.
He did send it. I have the bee video in my possession. So what I'm going to do here.
I don't know. Maybe Josh watches the YouTube. We don't play the buzzing noise in the YouTube. So on the podcast, on Apple, Spotify, everywhere else, you hear the buzz. And that buzz is Big Ounces Bees.
But what I can do, listen, what I've done already with Big Ounces Bees is augment it with some stock bees. So what I can do as well is now layering Josh's bees.
Yeah.
And the Hardo Hive, technically, we could just have a whole stack of bee sounds.
I agree.
And they're all together. It just makes the bee sound stronger.
So the answer is yes. Send it in.
I've already got I've actually already got the file in my possession. And I can alter our bee sounds tonight, and that you will hear the augmented hive.
Well, probably tomorrow, because I don't think he's going to get
delightful. No, he said he already has them.
Oh, you already have. Okay, so you'll do the stock.
I have them.
Okay,
I'm saying what you have been hearing is big ounces plus a backing track.
Wow.
Of stock bees.
That's high level.
It thicked up big
audio
ounces
editing.
bees already.
Wow.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put Black Ops bees as well. So we got big ounce, Black Ops, and some stock bees all together.
You might think you're inside an actual beehive at this point.
It's going to be crazy.
Picked up the bees.
It's going to be crazy. Okay, I think we have like one or two more. Bubba, if you can play the last couple for us.
What's up, boys? It's Chuck. I'm just finishing up watching last Friday's episode, and one of the call-ins was about, hangover cures. And this one was going. My question here is going right out to Wes. I know I personally still enjoy some adult beverages here and there, but I know my family's got people that don't drink anymore, recovered alcoholics and whatnot. So my question would be, what's the equivalent for a hangover for you right now, Wes? Like mentally, physically, anything there, like going out with people that drink. I don't know if you do that, but if you do, like, do you come back after and are like mentally like fucking hungover, like fuck those drunk idiots? This can be a question for all the guys too. Like, is there anything kind of equivalent to just life of a life hangover? That's it. Been loving the extra content on the Patreon. Love you guys. Have a great fucking day. Have a great weekend. Peace out.
Hell yeah. Some great reviews and voicemails. We love you guys too.
Yeah.
4 more, by the way. I was wrong. I just checked. That was 10 of 14. Go ahead, Wes.
I'm trying to think. I haven't been out on a big like party just because of COVID. Big party night yet. And people don't invite me like PFT when he comes into town. Yeah. So I mean, I would imagine
you wouldn't want to tempt you. Wouldn't want to.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, he's being a good friend. No, being a good friend. I think the closest thing has got to be just like an all-out just food binge at this point, like a food hangover. Also, like I love him so much, but after I've had my kid for a week, that Monday, the first Monday I don't have him, is like I'm just like and if I work all weekend, like a lot of times I have my other job on the weekend, so I'm like no days off literally. So that's a big hangover thing. So yeah. But food probably the most common thing, like just
for sure.
Yeah.
Hot dog, like basically the mini dogs, right?
Yeah,
like,
you had a hangover on that.
Mini dog hangover.
For me, it's like medication, like NyQuil or like sleeping pill.
Melatonin sometimes.
Yeah, like melatonin. Yeah, I mean, like
I need melatonin. I can't.
I wake up and I'm like, why did I take that sleeping pill? It's like 11:30. I can't get out of bed. Like, what
Good call.
Like,
yeah, that's a big
medication's a big life hangover.
That's a good
I stopped taking melatonin because I can't have a good day.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes
Really?
it's like
I
haven't gotten enough sleep this past week, so I want to catch up, but it just ruins the first half.
My body must make none because I take it and it's like just regular. Like I don't have any effects. But
some people,
I need it to go to sleep.
My wife likes to do it, and she gets up, and pops up, and I'm just like the opposite. I'm like, she'll take 2, and I'm taking 1, and I'm just like, what the fuck is get out of here?
Yeah, I can't.
I can't do it.
I don't know. Different strokes on that one, but yeah, I'd say like the kid, like it was insane. I was saying this earlier on the 4-Minute Friday. It's like, I don't know what you mean with like, because having looked after my daughter every day for 3 months in a row, Monday through Friday, like while trying to work the day shows and get ready for the night show and everything. And then to having her in daycare now, like that was, I mean, it's massive. It's more life-changing than like almost anything else. Like I can imagine, like, this point, like after going through that. So it's
brand new life.
Yeah. So I talk about it like it's almost like, I don't know. It's like almost like it's like a whole huge, like, I would love the kids obviously, but like when you're looking after them all day, it's like you're taking care of like a boulder, like you're pushing a boulder up a hill.
Right.
And then
like
you're not pushing
Sisyphus or whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, they got it, and then it gets to the top of the hill, it goes back down.
Right, every day.
Next day,
is a new reset, and then all of a sudden you don't have to roll the boulder up to the top of the hill every day, and you're just like, wow, it's a change.
All right, let's play number 11, Bubs. We got a couple more here.
Hey, boys, what's going on? Duncan calling in. Just checking. Is it cockatoo, the coin that you guys are going with now? Just wondering if there's going to be a second coming out. It seems like they really missed the name cockapoo if they're giving coins for picking up some dog turds. So, yeah.
It's poo.
You know what that is? I'm pretty sure that's one of our guys from Cockapoo calling in to say Cockapoo, so that we'll talk about Cockapoo, which we're happy to. Yeah, he did this to Pat last time. Remember, creatively, he's very creative about the voicemails getting Cockapoo out there, and we'll do every time you're creative about it. We'll talk about it because it is the official coin of Hard Factor.
Well, and it's launching next week,
30th.
Right?
Yeah,
so
the 30th.
The pre-sales next week. And it is cockapoo with a P.
It is cockapoo
because the long-term goal of the cryptocurrency is to support an application that will allow you to mine cockapoo coins by picking up actual dog turds out in public, cleaning up your community. Which I mean, I think it's a great project, and it's got wildly good aspirations, and so we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, pick up the poop.
If they rug us, we'll tell everyone who they are.
Yeah, fair warning. They definitely are giving us coins. And
this is not financial advice, and they're giving us coins, but I'm putting some of my own money in it for sure.
Right, and also like they're giving out coins for Cockapoo's doing pre-sale giveaways. So if you want to get involved, follow them on Twitter, follow them on Instagram. You can get the giveaways. You can get involved in the pre-sale where the price will probably be lower. And then, of course, watch Eatin' Dips to find out how to deal with altcoins. And then if you got your pre-sale altcoins, you'll know what to do with them, whether you want to sell them, keep them, whatever. Not financial advice. We are working with Cockapoo. Great new project in crypto.
There you go. Number 12, please, Bubba.
Hey, guys. It's Matt from Michigan. Just got finished listening to Tuesday's episode. I had a question for you in celebration of Stupid Guy Thing Day, and I think it's a big fat boy summer move. What are you guys' thoughts on peeing in the shower? I'm personally very pro, ladies not so much. What are your thoughts on it, and how do the ladies in your life feel about it?
Yeah, efficient, extremely efficient. Love it. Ladies in my life, hopefully don't know about it.
Yeah, they don't know.
To this right now.
Oh man, my household's an all pee in shower household.
Oh, really?
It's like one of our favorite things to do.
Nice.
Sometimes I hold it in and then I pop in the shower and I pee straight down that drain. I
know what you mean. Like sometimes if I'm at the beach, like I'll purposely not pee so I can just pee my pants when I go into the ocean.
It's awesome peeing in the shower. It's like the waters come down on you and it's a drain. I don't see a problem with it.
Perfect place to do it. It's actually better than peeing outside of the shower.
I'm not embarrassed about it.
The only thing I like better than peeing in the shower is just peeing your pants on a sidewalk. Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
It's
in a bathing suit. And then you get in like a lake or something afterwards. Yes. It's like that feeling. Yeah.
It's like you're walking to the pool or you're walking to the beach and you just do it to freak out like all the old people standing around. It's so fucking hilarious.
That's goodwill, but you have to then like rinse off. Otherwise you just have like,
you got to be on the way to the water.
Chafe.
Yeah. Otherwise it's not good.
You got to be a couple blocks from the water.
Yeah. The peeing in the shower is like a midway step between normal peeing and what you're talking about. Yeah.
No, yeah, but I think the shower.
Shower's great.
What are you gonna do? You gonna not pee?
You picked the wrong crowd if you were looking for anyone to argue against you.
I'd say try not to stand directly in it, but I mean, other than that,
well, it's a shower. I mean, it's not like a bath. Like
still going down the drain. Yeah.
It's going down.
If I have a shower going and I haven't stepped in it yet, and I'm completely dry, but the shower is going and I have to pee, I will pee in the shower versus turning around and peeing in the.
That's what I'm saying.
You'll just stand on the edge of the shower.
I'll stand on the edge.
Absolutely, Wes. Sometimes, absolutely. Sometimes I will, like decide that I'm going to take a shower because I have to pee, and I'm like, well, I haven't showered in a while. Now I'm just going to take a shower. I'm just going to hop in there and pee. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know about this.
We're real big shower pee guys.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Hugely, actually, and I'm about to up at another level too. I don't know if you'd heard about this. Moises Alou, the Alou family.
He peed on his hands for baseball.
Right. Yeah. Peed on his hands in the shower after games. He said it made your hands tougher. So now, ever since I had heard that when I was in high school,
you do not pee on your hands.
Oh yeah. After I lift weights, when they're nice and ripped up, Just get a little pee on those hands.
Pee on your hands to this date?
Get them a little tougher. Get them a little tough. I mean, it worked for the Alus. They didn't wear baseball gloves. They were like, they were.
But you're not a professional baseball player.
But when your hands get,
what is wrong with you?
Grit.
You took it too far.
Yeah,
no,
you
got to put a little pee on it.
Okay. All right. Next one, Bubba. 2 more. 15.
Never shaking your hand again.
Wow.
Good morning. What's up, boys? Happy Friday. Just wanted to let you know you're the first podcast I listen to every day on my way to work.
Fuck yeah.
I bought a shirt last year, 2 years ago, Four Seasons Landscaping, great shirt. You guys need to come out with the shirt for Gulf Crest Vodka. It's a picnic. I'll definitely buy it. I don't think they'll sue you. I don't think they're that big.
I don't think they'll sue you. I don't think they're that
big.
big.
Give a shout out and let my friends know about your shit. It's awesome. Have a good fucking day.
Hell yeah.
What a
awesome
beast.
Tells his friends about us, says, don't worry about Gulf Coast or Crest. They're not big enough. They're not going to sue you. I agree.
No. I would say
probably talk to him and get a deal going with them.
Yeah.
We should get a deal going with Gulf Crest.
Split profits. Yeah, they seem like reasonable people and stand-up people.
Yeah.
$7 bottles of vodka.
Mm-hmm.
Gulf Crest is the shit. It's a picnic. I would also say while you wait on the Gulf Crest shirt, though, pick up a Tiz shirt. It's a similar vibe, you know. Like Gulf Crest is a picnic, but Tiz is also his own kind of picnic too.
Yep.
Thank you,
Bad Boy Summer, Tiz, got them all.
Store.hardfactor.
Bonus Dog is out now.
Bonus Dogs, yeah.
Big summer move. Bonus Dog is a huge summer move.
I will say,
it should be like Smirnoff icing people. You leave a hot dog with no bun. Put it in like a chip bag or something, or underneath the stove. They open the microwave. There's a hot dog in there. You yell "bonus dog." They've got to eat it.
I love it.
I gotta say, Wes, I'm impressed with the store that we have amassed at this point, and your stewardship.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Yeah.
So I mean, there's lots of good options in there.
Hardfactor.com. Check out the store. Okay, last one, gentlemen. It's been a great week. We'll see you guys tonight on the watch party. Yep.
Listen, bro. It's Chris Rodanis, a.k.a. the bastard child of Intern Bubba and TFT. I don't know if y'all be able to hear me on this one. I'm in the Uber. My Uber driver was kind enough to let me make this phone call.
It's like 2:30
I
a.m.
tried making the voicemail last time. Y'all couldn't hear me, but it's all right. Anyway, it's Friday. It's Friday. Well, by the time you're hearing this, it's Friday.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
And you know what? You've made it. You made it. You might have had a hard week. I know I've had a hard week up until now. But we made it. You know what I'm saying? We're about to celebrate some Fat Boy Summer. And we're about to get it, boys.
Yep.
Let's get into the weekend. Let's go. Fat Boy Summer, Hardo Hive, Hard Factor, fuck Steven Seagal. Let's fucking go!
Hell yeah. Guys, take us out. It's the week. I'm doing another bonus dog. Take us out.
Oh, what a fantastic voice.
Beautiful. That was amazing.
I agree with him. Mark's enjoying his bonus dog. It's time for the weekend. It's time to have a great fucking day and also have a great fucking weekend.